Hey, Jeff Virgil. How you doing, my friend? Happy Saturday. Yeah, random live stream. I was out walking and I figured, all right, why not? Because I didn't do one yesterday. If you didn't notice on Friday, I went to my first Philippine wedding, which was awesome, actually. First time experiencing a Philippine wedding, and talk about a group of talented singers within their family. Um, they do karaoke, obviously, during weddings, but they take it to a whole other level. I'd say they're professional before I'd say they were karaoke. But in here, it's a hot one. I guess, I don't know, 87, 88. Beautiful day, though. Can't complain. But thank you, Jeff. Henry Broussard says, how are we doing today? I hope we have a great day. Every day is good for me, honestly. Yeah, Jeff, the wedding was really something else. Now, they got like they did the wedding, like part of the marriage actually at the courthouse, and then they had the reception at this place called Cafe Maria, and boy, was it nice. I mean, it was really nice. The food was excellent, like top notch, from the lumpia to chicken, everything, vegetables. Um, what's the other treat that they eat? The name escapes me. It's with the rice. I can't even remember. Uh, but yeah, I'd say Possum's here. How you doing, Possum? The cat. Happy Saturday. Yeah, I said why not? I didn't do one yesterday, and I'm in the mood, so here I am again. Uh, but I had another fun thing that happened to me the other day that I can share. Uh, you guys obviously know what these are, right? Apple AirPods. Well, I've had a pair of the third generation ones for a while now. I always use them when I'm listening to music and other stuff. Well, Friday, I was walking, or not Friday, Thursday, I was walking to the mall and putting my AirPods, going to put them in and out. And you'll never guess, I was taking them out of the case, walking right along here. I'm actually close to where it happened. Someone kind of accidentally got in front of me or whatever like that. And I had the right earbud in my left hand, took it out of the case, and someone came in front of me, and I kind of like scooched over to get out of the way. And I don't know, it fell out of my hand, and it went right into the drain that's under the sidewalk. I mean, literally rolled like two times. So my right ear AirPod, Apple AirPod, went right into the drain, in which I'll show you the one that's right up here. The amazing thing was all my friends at the security at the bank up here, my friends at the cell phone shop, they're all trying to help me retrieve it. It's like I'm almost at the spot, the exact spot where it rolled in. But it's like one of these openings in the sidewalk. It literally fell like right in one of those. And it's right over here. So yeah, every time I'm gonna walk through here, I'm gonna dread losing my AirPod. But I went and bought new ones. I didn't have a choice. But someone said you can replace one earpod if I don't know where you'd find one, but yeah, it was right here's the exact spot. So I was walking and you see that hole right there? They rolled in there. And I was gonna try and get in the top here, but you can't lift that out. But my friends at the bank were trying to help me. They were gonna try and use some other tool the other day to get it out. But that just goes to show you how nice people are here in the Philippines. Like if I lost my AirPod in a drain in the US, I highly doubt anybody would be going out of their way to help me get it, retrieve it. So yeah, Chris Niels, that sucks. But you know what? I didn't get as mad or upset as I think I normally would have in the United States because my stress level probably was a lot higher and my patience was very short. And being here, that I'm adapted this calm, relaxed mindset. I mean, I was upset, but not like angry. I just couldn't believe it happened. I mean, what are the chances it falls in that little hole? And yeah, it was just poof, gone. Uh, but like I said, they were supposed to try the security guys. They had some sort of, looks like an extension, like a tube cable thing with these little teeth at the bottom with a hand grip to squeeze it. But still, it's dark. I don't know what they were going to do. I didn't even ask them. I didn't want them to do that. But they're like, no, no, we want to try and get it out. I'm like, you don't have to do it. It's fine. It's too hard. But it was dry enough under there that they didn't feel like there was water under there because we haven't had rain in a while. So again, that was one exciting thing, disappointing, exciting thing that happened. But I have new ones now. But the lesson that I learned from that is never to put in or take out AirPods while walking or around people or near the sidewalk where there's drains everywhere. Never again. Uh, Let me get to some of these. Were they actually Apple? Oh yeah, Niels, they were Apple. Yeah. And my new ones, they look exactly like this. My new ones are Apple, but yeah, I went to an Apple store here and got them in the mall. Uh, yeah, it is. It's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear them near people anymore. If you can use a light, can you see from the grade? Well, that's what the my friends here, locals, were going to try and do, but I couldn't believe it. They were so eager to help me and retrieve the other AirPod. I just said it's okay, don't worry. I mean, it would be very difficult, and but they said Thursday evening they were going to try and find it, and if they didn't see me till next Monday, they would let me know. But either way, I was going to do something just for them, even attempting to do that. So I'll probably get them iced coffee or something like that, iced latte from somewhere, just to show my appreciation because they didn't have to do that. Sky Dreamer says hello. Zippy World is here, says hello. Gracie Garachi says hello from Moscow. Wow. And Niels is back in Arizona. And Niels, I know you went back to Arizona, but did you go back yourself or did you go back with your Philippine family? Because like when I saw it showed you where, you posted on Facebook that you were going, but then it kind of showed who was with you. Um, I was kind of confused. Elsie Dramo says hi. Possum says hello. Jeff Virgil. What did I miss here? Clyde says, oh, hey, Clyde Smith. I remember you from North Carolina. Joseph Miller's here, up late in Michigan. Yes, I'm alone. I was just tagging them so it would notify. I got you, Niels. That's what I kind of figured. Africa will never unite says, when is the winter in this country? There isn't one. They have a rain season, but honestly, it's still 80 to 90 degrees every day here. I guess that would be Fahrenheit and Celsius is like 30 something. I still don't know that yet, but it's always hot here. This is considered the hottest, driest time of the year. But yeah, it's always like summertime here. Africa will never unite. Well, I hope Africa does unite, but uh, Neil says that's the great thing about the Philippines, especially with strangers. They're always eager to help you. And actually, these were not even necessarily strangers. They're my friends. Even my friends down here from the cell phone shop, they actually helped me too. Tried to. Yes, no winter. I don't do that in Pennsylvania, but yeah, here are my friends. I'm gonna have to show them that I did have to spend money. Uh oh. Hey. Oh, hey, Michael. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, look, I had to spend and buy new ones. How much? 8,500. That's new ones. That's not the old one. Don't lose them. Don't lose them. No more opening near the drain or yeah.
I'm looking for the ice cream, Michael. I'm looking for the ice cream.
Oh, she's the one that wants a foreign.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the one that's single that's looking for a foreigner, right? All right.
Hi guys, she's looking for a boy that single.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. We'll find you one, okay? No. Oh, what if he's guapo? Okay. No- Guys are awesome. But yeah, no more using these.
No more using that when you are walking.
No. But the other guys, the security from the bank that I know, they were gonna try and get in there. I don't know if they did or not. They had a tool that had like a long cable, and they were gonna try and grab it with teeth. So we'll see. But no more, no more.
No more.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yes.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Amping.
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 Isa ko.
Ato usako.
Balik raon niya.
What?
Balik raon niya.
Balik kwamya.
Balik ra.
Balik ra.
Unya.
Unya.
Come.
Come.
Come again later.
All right. Later.
Balik ra unya.
Have you considered getting an iPod lanyard? I don't want to. Oh, you mean like basically have it hanging around my neck? I don't want anything. I, I better off. I think with my bad luck, I'm better off just keep it in my pocket. Niels, KC is here. Hello, KC. Derek's just arrived in the Philippines today. Well, congrats, Derek, on your safe travels. And how long do you plan on staying in the Philippines, Derek? You're in Southern Leyte. Well, you're near Filipina P then. I think Filipina P is back in Leyte. I think she's with her family in Leyte. Neil said the closest you can get to winter in the Philippines is to go to Baguio City. It's so high up in elevation, it does get chilly. I guess that's kind of like Tagaytay, Niels. I mean, Tagaytay seems like it can be kind of chilly also. When I see people talking about the temperature, they're wearing like sweatshirts at night. Hey, oh, Art Parks is here. Says, hey, Michael, how's the weather today? I wouldn't say there's really any overcast. I'd say it's slightly hazy a little bit, but for the most part, everything's good. Still dry, although I'm sure people would love for it to rain a little bit. But yeah, I don't remember the last time we got rain. Stoner Skeet says you should hit up the arcades. Arcades, as in like arcade games? Like, I didn't know there was any. Well, there is the arcade kind of like thing in the mall, in the Robinson Mall. Man, there's a lot of music playing today. Holy cow. I get a good pass here because then you'll get a strike against you if you're playing that music. But hopefully on my phone, it kind of blocks that out. I know they changed the audio on here. Joanne said, where are you going? I go anywhere and everywhere because I love walking here in Dumaguete, Philippines. And oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, I got so caught up in talking about my drama, losing my AirPods, well, one of them, the right AirPod, in the drain under the sidewalk, and I had to buy new ones. But I'm here in Dumaguete, Philippines. My name's Michael. I'm from United States, Pennsylvania to be specific. But I did live in Florida for like 2 years, so I'm definitely a warm weather person. But I decided to change things up and take a leap of faith one day and come to Asia, and it led me to Dumaguete, Philippines, and here I am, happy as all can be. Very stress-free lifestyle here. Again, that's probably why I didn't get as upset when my right AirPod fell in the water drain under the sidewalk here. Um, it is what it is, and no use sweating the small stuff. Much worse things could happen in life. uh, aside from losing an AirPod in the drain. I didn't like the idea of having to spend money on to buy another set, but it is what it is. And I enjoy listening to my music, and I didn't want to lose out on that. Tony is here as well, and Tony says, uh, are you going to get a motorbike? Right now, Tony, no. Just because I walk everywhere. I don't, it's not necessary for me to get one now. If I do want to travel, just like go joyriding kind of thing, I may rent one, but quite honestly, I haven't really put myself in a situation to have to get a motorbike. Maybe I'm just avoiding it too. But that might happen at some point. I'm just right now, Shoe Leather Express is my best friend, and I obviously enjoy the exercise anyway. Sonny Boy says, here's the walking man. Joanne said, how the locals treat you knowing that you're an American. They treat me great. Honestly, I feel like I get treated better here than when I mean, not, I just guess you get more attention here, obviously, but it's so, especially here in Dumaguete, Joanne. I think that's who asked that. Yeah, Joanne. They're just more friendly to me here. They're very welcoming and smiling, and it's kind of like a sense of maybe they're proud that I'm visiting here. Plus, I just give them the respect in return as well. Everybody's super nice. I never have any issues with anybody. They're all like respectful and nice, welcoming, happy. Uh, I enjoy the culture here, the food, everything. But as far as the way they treat me, I couldn't ask for anything more. Actually, I'm very humbled that they treat me as well as they do. I don't feel like I expect it, but they are super nice. Tony says you're kind of nah, I'm not a celebrity. I don't want to be that anyway. I just want to be Michael Tony. I just want to be somebody that shares his happiness, his lifestyle, open people's eyes to other opportunities and the places to visit in the world if they're not sure they'd ever. Some people are just intimidated or afraid to travel outside of their country, wherever they're from, or it could be other reasons too, financially, health wise. But best thing I ever did was come here to the Philippines. Mayong hapon. uh, Gomez says, good afternoon. How are you? How are you is the question. I'm doing great. Glad you're here out on another walk. Joanne said, you get a lot of Filipinas hit on you. Uh, I guess you can say that, but I think that can be said for a lot of expats, foreigners who are, so everybody's experience is a little different. But it's like a respectful thing. I wouldn't like, it's like a polite, if there's such a thing as politely hitting on you or just smiling or saying hello. But most of the ones that I meet randomly, they just simply say hello and nice. Now, someone might interpret that as flirting, but I I just interpret that as someone being nice. But yeah, it happens. You're you're looked at a little differently. They have a thing for foreign people, their nose, if they have blue eyes or something like that. That can, it's just different for them. It's very different. Jor Bell says hello. Someone, Joanne, no, Miss Che bites. uh, Casey says, sunny Saturday in the Philippines. Yes, it certainly is. Doesn't feel too bad. My phone seems like it's warm. It's not hot. So as long as I can keep the phone shaded, hopefully I won't have any overheat issues like I was experiencing last week. Uh, so far, so good. But yes, sunny Saturday. Awesome. Gomez says, good afternoon. Let me go back here. Derek says he's leaving on August 11th. Okay, so you're here until August 11th. Clarence Anderson is here, says, It's dark, South Carolina. Man, you're up late, but I appreciate that. Like I said, Saturdays or Sundays are usually a random live stream. And yes, I decided to do one today just because I was unable to make my live stream yesterday because I went to a wedding, my first Philippine wedding. And I did see Possum said talk more about the wedding. Um, the biggest thing for me that I can honestly say about the experience of the Philippine wedding was that I was humbled and I was honored to be invited. I'd say that's the biggest thing that I really appreciated. Now, friend Jerome, I've known him since July of 2024, Filipino. Met him at a basically the coffee shop right across the street from the first hotel or second hotel that I stayed in Dumaguete, which was Coco Grande Hotel. The name of the coffee shop is Cody. It's more like a coffee stand. There's nowhere to sit. Like there's like a little bench outside, but it's more. But their coffee's good, very inexpensive. Uh, so I've been friends with Jerome for a while, and then when he got engaged and was gonna get married, he invited me, and I was the only foreigner expat uh, invited to his wedding. It was a very small group of people. Um, Everybody's super nice and they're very talented. I listen. I know karaoke's popular here in the Philippines. Whether you can sing or not, it's always fun and there's no judging. But his wife, Jerome's wife, she can sing. The sister can sing, and oh yeah, the mother can sing. I mean, they are so talented. You would have thought they were like paid entertainment for the wedding. If you didn't know better, you would think they were paid entertainment to sing for the wedding. Absolutely incredible. Uh, that was probably one of the biggest jaw-dropping situations. Usually you have the wedding singer, like from the movies. You hire somebody and pay someone to sing all the classics and stuff like that. But no, they were either family or even friends. There was a guy there. His name escapes me, a Filipino. He sang. The guy sounds like Bruno Mars. I mean, he sang a couple songs by Bruno Mars. He said he could probably sing anything. The highest notes, the lowest, the lows. The guy was talented. And I think he probably does some sort of performing side, but wow. And the food, top notch. Everything you can think of, uh, Philippine food wise. Beef, the pork, the chicken, the lumpia was top notch. I don't know what was stuffed in the lumpia, but it was the best, probably the best lumpia I've ever had since being here. So, in regards, like I said, biggest deal to me about this wedding was I was honored and humbled to be invited. Uh, that was the biggest deal to me. And then when you're there and everybody just treats you like all these people I met for the most part for the first time, they were so friendly, so nice. They all want to talk to me. It's just humbling. I'm not used to that, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to go to my first Philippine wedding, which, quite honestly, I don't know if any other wedding will ever be able to top that. I'm always gonna, probably set that's the precedent. And I'll be probably comparing if I ever get the opportunity to go to another wedding again. But they set the bar high. Uh, they wanted me to sing, and I was actually didn't even want to sing because I was like, this is a too tough of an act to follow. I mean, they were that talented singing. So, yep. Other than that, I was there for like 3 to 4 hours, and it was in a place called Cafe Maria. It's like a very nice, new, beautifully set up um, restaurant, coffee shop, nice outside. I mean, I could go on and on, but it was the best. I mean, for a first wedding, I mean, it's as good as any wedding I've ever gone to in my life. Uh, just the singing was on another level. Uh, Definitely. I'm going down to the bottom here. Sorry, guys. Again, as I always say, I don't purposely try to miss anybody. when you guys are leaving comments or asking questions, but I will do my best. Sometimes it can be difficult when I'm walking. Mayung hapon. Mayung hapon. Where's my balloon? All right. Joanne says, do you plan on living there long term? How much can one live comfortably there? The, that's the popular question. Yes, I plan on living here long term, but then there'll be times when I go home also. This is like a home away from home for me. Again, Joanne, if you want an idea of what it costs to live here, it all comes down to what is your expectations? Like how luxurious of a lifestyle do you need to live uh, if you were to come here? It all comes down to the individual. Um, Now, I did a video on my channel. It's just a quick, non-professional apartment tour because people were interested in that. And I paid 24,000 pesos, Philippine pesos a month for that apartment, which is equivalent to around $400 a month. It's very small. Some people call it a shoebox. I don't care. The days of me wanting a big house or a big apartment with a lot of rooms that I can only be in one room at one time, I don't care about that. As long as I have a nice modern style studio apartment, fully furnished with a shower and air conditioned for when I sleep at night. And there's times when I can turn the air condition off, to be honest with you. This time of the year, not really, but uh, now this place has a swimming pool. It has a gym. The Wi-Fi is included in that price. So it just depends on what kind of lifestyle you want. But the majority of people, especially, I don't know if he's here, Master Fortune, he is a banker here in the Philippines. I'm going to go towards the ocean, but he's a Filipino. He's a banker. He's very knowledgeable. Obviously, he's lived in the Philippines all his life. Very smart, very knowledgeable, knows money, knows everything, budgets and everything. And he consistently says, and I agree with him, and he knows more than I do. But he thinks, as a single individual, as long as you don't have this lifestyle where you need to eat out every day, every meal, although those things are cost less here than the United States. If you budget yourself, do you like to cook at home? Yeah, I like to cook at home. So I did that in the United States. It didn't matter to me. Uh, so all those things, and you can travel when you feel like it. No stress, beautiful weather all the time. The people are what make the Philippines special in my eyes. That's what everybody always asks me. And I'm going to piggyback on that question, Joanne. A lot of people ask me, what is your favorite thing about the Philippines? It's the people. Over and over and over, it's the people. I've never been in a country where people are so humbly, they're just nice, very welcoming. Like I said, my AirPod fell out of my ear, and there's guys that are security guards in the bank across the street trying to help me retrieve my AirPod, which was probably next to impossible, out of the drain underneath the ground. Um, I don't know if I'd get that same treatment back home. I think I'd be go down the drain and everybody would be probably like, hey, that's your problem. Deal with it. It's not to say that somebody wouldn't help, but I'm just saying it's just different here. It's just very different. I'm a Toshin though. Your telephone says hello. Joanne says agreed. Evangelista Angel Hernandez. Wow, that's a very long name. Do you have a minute to Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico is the best. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to old and new San Juan before. Yeah, I went through Puerto Rico when I was going to the Caribbean, the islands. So yeah, I've been to Puerto Rico before. Old San Juan, new San Juan. I like Puerto Rico. I like everywhere I've ever been, to be honest with you. But there's just something different here about the Philippines. Uh, Joanne says, "Help thy neighbor." Uh, Hold on. Tony says, Mike, when you're renting an apartment, do you have to get with agencies to set up? No. Basically, Tony, and this is what's really easy. This is what I like. Basically, the owner of the unit handles basically all I pay is electric and water bill. It stays under their name. When they get the monthly amount, whatever the water bill is and the electric bill is, they just let me know what it is, show me the actual printout receipt that they get from the water company or the electric company, and I just pay them through Gcash. It's very simple. So no, that pain in the butt as far as setting up, the water and electric as a renter, no, you don't need to do that. Which is very, very nice. One less thing you got to worry about. And then you don't have to, obviously, if you would move, you don't have to worry about canceling it either. But that's a good question. McConaughey sounds like Matthew McConaughey or something like that. But okay, Philippines. I'm glad you like Puerto Rico. God bless you. Yeah, of course. And God bless you for being here. And again, if you're new to my channel, I always forget. I get caught up talking too much. And but my name is Michael from United States, born and raised in Pennsylvania, basically the majority of my life. With the exception of 2 years, I lived in Florida, which I definitely prefer the warm weather, which explains why I live here in the Philippines. Definitely the sun is stronger here because you're closer to the equator, makes sense. But I love it here. I love the warm weather, hot weather, call it 80 to 90 degrees all year round. I mean, I'm just saying that's probably about what it is. They do have rain seasons, which starts, I guess, kind of in June and runs until like December or January the following year. But it's hit or miss. It's like wintertime. Sometimes you get a lot of snow, sometimes you don't get a lot of snow. But here, even during rain season, majority of the time, I'd say there's more sunshine and rain, I guess. In my almost 2 years being here, maybe there could be a time when it just rains all the time and I wouldn't be very thrilled with it. But yeah, it could be worse. Oh, your name's Matthew McConaughey. That's great. Welcome, Matthew McConaughey. Appreciate it. Jora Tuber says it's 2 p.m. there. Yep, it's 1:54 p.m. Saturday afternoon, and there, if you can see, goes the fast boat, probably going to Sikihor Island, which you can't see with the haze. But yeah, there goes the boat, which is a nice, easy trip from. That's another thing that makes Dumaguete, in my opinion, a very convenient place to be. Is the port's right here. You hop on a boat, 30 to 40 minutes, you're in Sikihor. You hop on a boat, and if you can see through the haze in the background, that's Cebu. I think that's probably an hour or so by boat from the port. But then if you go to Cebuano, I think that's where Sibulan, someone says you can get on a boat and be at a different part of Cebu in like 15 minutes. And then if you go beyond the whole sea, you can go to Bohol. That's probably the one thing I don't like, is seeing that kind of stuff in the water. But Tony says, have you gone to the ports? Yeah, I've been on boats at the port. So, I mean, sometime I'll walk down in there. I know they said that you can pay like 20 pesos or something like that, and they'd let you walk around in there. Someday I'll do that. Tony, check out the ports for you. Tangerine says hello. Hello, Tangerine. Phil Goodyear's here, says, what up, Mike? Continued peace and success. Yeah, peace, love, and happiness. I'm happy here in the Philippines. I got to make up for some lack of mileage yesterday, but it's all good. If there's one thing that keeps me from probably doing my daily walking, was a wedding I was at yesterday, but that's okay. That kind of happens. Plus, when you go on trips, you can't really stick to your normal routine. So I'm going to make up for that today. But thank you for being here, Phil Goodyear and Tangerine. Casey says yes at MC. It's 8 to 2 in the afternoon. Warwalker is here, says the electric bill expensive. Warwalker, it can be if you're somebody that has to run the air condition 24/7. I know people, I think, that keep it probably running when they're not even there. Just so I guess it's cool when they get there. I run it when I sleep, and when I wake up, I turn it off. I open the window, crack the door, and let a breeze blow through. I don't have a fan, but if I had a fan, I could run a fan in there as well. Let me see. The last month, my electric bill was like 200 or 2,400 something Philippine pesos, which you guys would have to convert it. Looking that up, the conversion chart. But that's not very expensive. And again, refrigerator, uh, water machine I have, cooking on the induction stove. That's about the only electricity I'm using. Um, or charging my phones or something. There is a television in my room. Don't watch it. Have no desire to watch television. And quite honestly, I don't have time to watch television. I'm not home. And if I do watch anything, obviously streaming, I just do it on my mobile device. But I really don't do that much watching TV. I don't miss watching it. And like I said, there's too much going on here. And if you get up early enough, like I'm an early riser, I like to get up early. By the time it gets dark here, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. all year round. It's not like in the U.S. where in the summertime it stays daylight till like 9 p.m. So um, that's different. But it always gets dark basically between 6 and 6:15 here all year round. So you don't have any of that daylight savings kind of stuff, which I really never understood the whole purpose of an hour changing your clock forward and backward. Anyway, I think it's basically useless, but that's my opinion. Uh, are you safe from, oh, brother? Ritang, I don't know where you come up. Welcome to my live stream, Ritang. You must be bored and lonely. Evangeli says, oh, okay. Casey Cherry says, yes. Or Sherry. I appreciate you being here, Casey. But the electric bill is no big deal. Let me go back. Mommy J is here, or G, Mommy J. Good afternoon today, Mommy G. She's from Japan. I'm so happy that I have somebody that's living in Japan that enjoys my live stream. Are you retired? Joanne says, are you retired to be able to live there? Yeah, I was fortunate, blessed, lucky, oh, whatever you want to call it. Um, I was able to start my pension at 55. Now, I did have to take a slight reduction. It wasn't quite honestly that what I'm living on here is my pension and any savings that I have. Um, that's it. But the difference from say 55 to 60 or whatever to retire for me, it wasn't that big of a difference. And once I realized and learned after the fact that I came to the Philippines that I could actually I didn't know the cost of living stuff here before I came to the Philippines. I had no idea that rentals for apartments and homes were so much less expensive and that kind of stuff. So I learned that after the fact. And then when I learned, my young hapon, when I learned that I liked it and enjoyed it here so much, and then I started learning about rentals and the cost of living being so much less expensive, I'm like, man, I could probably do this. And that's exactly what I did. I decided I came here in July of 2024, was only supposed to stay for 2 months and then extended 2 months at a time, which is what you can do here on a tourist visa. After 2 months, well, I was within 2 weeks of going home, my original 2 month plan stay. I didn't want to go home. So my friend said, well, if you don't have to go home and you have the time off and you can afford to be here, then stay. That's what I did. So I stayed. And I'm glad I did, but I ended up staying from July of 2024 until March 17th of 2025. At that time, I knew I was going to live here, home away from home. Went back to the USA. The only big item I hadn't sold yet was my car. Sold my car. I have some little monetary stuff left. It's in a closet in my parents' house. And came back June. Well, when I left, it was June 12th. But when I arrived here in the Philippines, since they're 12, 13 hours ahead, uh, I got back here on June 13th, 2025, and I've been here ever since. Kenny, welcome, Mr. Troll. Are you homeless? I don't know. Are you homeless, Kenny? I don't know. Kenny, are you homeless? No, I'm not homeless. And you know I'm not homeless. You're just bored. But welcome, Kenny. Maybe you're homeless. You live in mom and dad's basement, Kenny? That's a that's probably I'm gonna stand still. Uh-oh. Let me know if I come back. Yeah, I see that. I lost the video. Maybe it's the heat. Let me know if I come back. I'm not gonna say much now because I just noticed everybody dropped off. Joanne's here. Jora Tubers says back now. Dr. Red says back. Bees popping. All right. Sorry about that. I need to find some shade. Maybe that's what I need to do. My apologies. Um, I guess it wouldn't be a live stream if I didn't get booted once in a while. Thank you, everybody. Mommy G, Possum, Love Audio Productions says Paul here and back. Thank you. Again, this happens. Trying to find. Hmm, my phone doesn't really feel that hot. I just think it was just a goofy glitch, maybe. Thought you were on the dark side of the moon. Yeah, maybe. But thank you for being here. Love Audio Production, Bees Pop, and Phil Goodyear says, welcome new friends and family. Michael will be right back. You know me all too well, Phil. Dr. Red says back. Joanne says, thanks for answering my questions, Mike. I subscribe and we'll chat again. Salamat. All right, Joanne, you know your Messiah. Salamat, thank you to you, or I should say you're welcome, which is Walai Sapayan. Walai Sapayan. All right, this is where I lost. Going back, Manila is not bad to fly into. Try flying into Denver. You mean Denver, like as in Colorado? Uh, Zippy's World. Yeah, I saw that. Kenny's a jerk. Joanne says, I live in California and can't wait to retire. Taxed to death. And that's when I was answering that about California. If you didn't hear it, my brother did live there for many years. Was pursuing the career in movie production, directing, and all that kind of stuff. Uh, but yeah, I think he eventually got tired of everything going on there, so he up and moved back to Pennsylvania. But he's also taking care of my mother and father, which God bless my brother for sacrificing. He's the baby of the family, the youngest, and he's the one doing the most, quite honestly, you know, taking care of my mother and father. Because if he wasn't taking care of them, they would be in a, you know, nursing home. Then I'm not even sure if they'd still be alive if it wasn't for him. So, yeah, when I landed, that's funny you say that, Jorah Tuber, about Colorado. Music's loud. Uh, when I flew back to the United States in March, I had to land in Denver. That was my first part of my flight leg, landing in Denver on my way to Pennsylvania. And as soon as I landed at the terminal in Denver, everybody just seemed miserable in the airport. And then I knew I was back home because I went from everybody seems majority. I'm not saying everybody in the Philippines is absolutely happy. I mean, that's probably impossible. But when I got back, when I got back to the United States, I immediately had this sense of people who just weren't happy. Uh, Good. It's really a sign no matter what. Bees popping with always the great comment. He says, remember everyone to hit the likes. What we do on the channel, we show love, we share love, and above all else, we give love. Appreciate you, Kuya. Brother Bees popping. And yeah, Kuya means brother, in case anybody doesn't know. I didn't know originally when Bees popping started calling me that. Well, it's been a while, but I've known what Kuya found out. It means brother. Brother Bees popping, Kuya Bees popping. Where are you from in PA? My parents live near Warren, PA. I was born in Altoona, Jorah. I was born in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Western PA. If you're familiar with Altoona, I've heard of Warren, PA, but I'm trying to think: is that what part of Pennsylvania is that? My current address in the U.S. is Central PA, which is Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, which is basically right beside Harrisburg. And hey, never under pressure. Thank you for the sparkles. I appreciate. I think I no, it's the heat. I'm standing under the shade for a couple seconds. It's the heat. And see, it's interesting. I had started doing my live streams between 10 and 11 a.m. here to avoid the heat, and it worked out fine. Now today, the only reason I started later is because I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream, and so I started much later when it's much hotter, and it just did the old YouTube overheat bump. I'm going to stand under the shade. You want to say hello? He wants to say hello. That's a friend of mine too. Um, so I'm going to stand under the shade because it's getting too hot. Joris says northwest corner, northwest. So you're up near like Erie, I'd say like Erie, PA is northwest. But yeah, Altoona. Thank you again, Neva Under Pressure. Kayla Phillips is here. Hey everyone, I'm doing good. I apologize for like stopping here for a brief moment in the shade. I think my phone's overheating, so uh, if you can deal with me taking a chill pill with the heat, uh, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm just standing here for a little bit. Uh, Thank you, Kayla. Kalama says, what's the biggest lesson life has taught you that young people don't understand? Uh, be patient. I've learned to be patient here in the Philippines. And if I think back to when I was younger, and again, I was a product of my environment growing up in the US. Uh, I learned how to be impatient. And, I always wanted everything right then and there. So coming to the Philippines has actually taught me to be patient. Uh, so, yes, the first thing that came to my mind when you asked me that question, what's the biggest lesson life has taught you that young people be patient? What else? Cell phones and these devices like I'm using right now. Uh, in my opinion, I don't know everything, but younger people, I wonder, that we all have cell phones, mobile devices. Do you control your device or does your device control you? In other words, if you didn't have it starting right now, like how would you be able to deal with life? Would you be in a panic because you felt like you didn't have your cell phone? Uh, for me, because I'm older and I didn't get a cell phone until later in life now, I would have to adjust because I'm obviously there's conveniences of a cell phone, but I think maybe I could probably survive a little better if I didn't have one, maybe to somebody that does. You never know. Uh, Bees Poppin says umbrella. You know me, I'm never going to carry an umbrella. I'm just going to try to let my phone, which is cooling down a little bit, but ABC's here. Oh, sorry. There you go. Plenty of room. Oh, you got to go out this way. Um, Mr. Dave is here. Says hi, handsome drift. Have a safe walk. Says possum. See you. Beast popping for my kuya, the umbrella. Uh, Kalama says, "What's the life lessons?" I mean, there's a lot of. You know what though, Kalama also. I still have life lessons even at my age. I think we're just always going to have a life where we're learning things, and that's okay. Because really, if you weren't, I don't know, always learning stuff or like making mistakes, try if you're going to make mistakes, which we all do, myself included. I guess try to learn from the mistake after once and not continue to make the same mistake over and over again. Which when I was younger, I continued to make the same mistake over and over again. Um, What one of the movies my brother worked on? Oh, he was on that. Was it Netflix? Oh, what the heck was the name of the movie? He worked on a lot, and he was an extra. Like he played the role as an extra in some TV series and some movies. Um, Remember the comedy? Was it called Death by a Funeral? Death by a Funeral? Death at a Funeral? It was a comedy. Chris Rock. Uh, he was in that as an extra. What was the big time Netflix series? I never really watched the one Netflix series he was in because it was like that guy. It's kind of like a gory type of series, but it was really popular. If I can remember, I'll tell you. But yeah, it was like Death at a Funeral, Death by a Funeral. And then some of the other comedies he helped work on, I think it was I don't know if it was the Nutty Professor and stuff like that. But yeah, he worked in a lot. Um, Quite a few, Derek. Um, Let me go back. Phil Goodyear says, I remember that movie. Yeah, it was Death at a Funeral. I can just remember like they show up at somebody's like house and they're holding the funeral situation, the whole thing there. And then there's that one actor dude that accidentally they put a pill, gave him something, and he was going crazy up in the bathroom. And yeah, it was like a comedy. Uh, Kalama says Matthew McFadden. Oh, is that the name of the actor? Maybe. Uh, Cold drink for me, says Bees Poppin'. Hey, Filipinos, Mahal Kita. I love being in your country because of all of you and your culture. Yeah, that's why I love it here. ABC says, like and subscribe. Hello, ABC. Again, sorry for standing in one spot. Um, Again, I knew I was probably taking a risk trying to do this later in the day. Um, I want to walk, but maybe I can go down under a tarp. I can get down there by the water. I'm going to go this way. We'll see what happens. I'm going to go for it. Hopefully, I don't get kicked. Ace Bachelor Cool. What is Ace Bachelor Cool? I don't even know what that is. Is that a movie? Bees Poppin says, how's Addie Che? Kuya, please send my regards. I will definitely do that. She should be doing good. But Jay is here, says I need a hoodie to block the sun. Well, my phone probably needs a hoodie, not me. But see, Jay, I'm doing it later in the day and it's hot. And yeah, I think the heat is going to be an issue again. But this is a random live stream that I decided to do later. I'm going to go over here because this is what shade is. Yeah, it did it again. I saw it pop off. It's just too hot. Too hot. And I know Mr. Dave's going to tell me to get a fan for my phone. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't like carrying an umbrella. I just need to go back like Monday when I do my normal live stream, walking and talking. I'm just going to go back to starting at 11, between 10 and 11 a.m. Because it feels better right here. As long as I'm not, yeah, it doesn't take much to heat this phone up. Blue co out. Um, David says H Bachelor Cool is the number one stud. Well, good for Ace Bachelor then. I'm glad. Good for him that he's the number one blogger in the Philippines. I've never heard of him, but uh, I'm sure there's a lot of bloggers here in the Philippines. There's a lot. Now I'm going to try and go to where I know there's shade over here, but saw Ace today, first time. Can't watch him. Yeah, I don't know Ace or whatever. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of bloggers here in the Philippines. That's for sure. Especially here in Dumaguete. There's a lot. Well, this part's shaded, so maybe I'll cross here in the shade. And then there's some tarps over here that maybe I can get under for a brief moment without it popping off on me. XJ says, Mike, get an ice cold drink and hold it on the back of the phone. It will help a lot. Yeah, I'm just going to go. They have these tarps covers. I'm going to try going onto here right now for a couple minutes, but we'll see. Um Derek says, see, this is a little better. I don't want to go exactly under that because then it'll maybe block the signal. Xbox says, might get an ice cold drink and hold it on the back of the phone. Phil Goodyear says, H Bachelor vandalizes seniors. What? And doesn't return shopping carts. Again, I don't know who that person is. I wouldn't put him in the top 50. Derek says there's a lot of film production in Atlanta now. Uh, yeah, I think my brother even mentioned, like, even when he was in California, there's a lot of production that was going on in Atlanta. Hey, John Vasquez is here. Hello. I love your alien emoji. That's what makes you separate you from everybody else. I'm kind of taking a little bit of a chill pool here under in the shade. Uh, phone doesn't feel too bad, but we'll see what happens. Uh, David says ABC. Oh, um, other than that, I think I'm kind of caught up on a lot of these, and I truly apologize that this signal is not, well, the heat. I just have to go back to doing it earlier this time of the year. Um, kind of going back. Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Uh, but yeah, in Pennsylvania, I was born in Altoona, Pennsylvania. If you're familiar with that, Jora Tuber, Jora Tuber, that makes sense. Trying to think of other movies that my brother worked on. I mean, there's so many. I wish I could remember the one that was a series, one of the most popular series on Netflix. He even gave me a T-shirt from it. It's just kind of gross. Like, I guess he was getting rid. Like, the movie was about, or the series on Netflix was about, uh, like it was like a murder or something, like kind of movie, and like the villain or whatever would, like, basically, which is, I never really watched it. I didn't get into it, and I guess he would just try to get rid of the enemy's body and hide it. I can't remember what that was called. I don't remember. Any trips planned this year around Southeast Asia, says Art Parks. I want to go to Bohol. And actually, I met some people at the wedding I went to, my first Philippine wedding yesterday, that are from Cebu. They know of a lot of waterfall locations and places for me to visit, which they said they could help me out and guide me. I want to go to Cebu. And Jay's brought it up too. There's a lot to see in Cebu as far as nature, waterfall related stuff. Yeah, Okinawa would be nice. Yeah, go back and, ever since I saw Karate Kids, I've always had Okinawa on the brain. Uh, no, not Ozark. Ah, man. Maybe it was HBO. Maybe I'm wrong at Netflix. What the heck was it called? There's like one word. Wish my brother was on here. He could tell us. Um, I can see the T-shirt. Maybe it was a big time. I think it was probably HBO. I don't know why I was thinking Netflix. But yeah, it was just like the villain or the victim would always, and this was like 9, 10, 11, 12 seasons. Uh, he would try to, like, basically dispose of the bodies by cutting them up into pieces or something like that. I can't remember. Jay said he'll look it up. Jorah says I had an excellent meal in Bohol. Yeah, I want to go to like Alona Beach. Um, Gigi says you're talking about. Thank you, Gigi. You did it. Dexter, you win. Thank you, Gigi. It was Dexter. Thank you very much. My brother worked on Dexter. That's the series that he was, and that was HBO, correct? I don't know. I mean, Netflix just threw me off, but it was HBO, I think. Dexter, because I had a T-shirt, it was black, and had Dexter, but it looked like it was written in blood. That's it. Thank you very much, Gigi. Thank you. I didn't think I gave enough clues. I couldn't really remember. I never watched it much. Showtime. All right, then it was Showtime. See, it wasn't even HBO. I was definitely wrong about that. But yes, Dexter. Um, I wish I could start walking, but maybe I should just give it a couple more minutes. Does your brother still work in productions? If so, anything major? GG, no. Like I said, he left California. I'm guessing he's been back in Pennsylvania for 5 years, maybe more. Time goes by so quick, you lose track. But the way the direction of the movie industry is going, it's almost like people are going to be able to make their own movies with CGI and AI and stuff. You'll be able to make movies from home. Um, you'll be able to basically create a likeness from maybe an actual physical celebrity and make the AI CGI version of it, and like at much less cost. If you're good enough, from what my brother told me, a lot of people are going to be able to make movies from their laptop computer at home. Uh, from what I understand, I don't know all the ins and outs. He could explain that better, but that seems to be the direction it's going. And my Dexter Morgan, I don't even know who Dexter Morgan is, other than if that's Dexter from the Dexter series. Sylvester Brown says, "Yo, brother, good seeing you again. Nice seeing you again, Sylvester Brown." Juti Ong says hello. Derek says there are also film and TV show productions in Canada. Yeah, I'm sure they're all over the place. I just think with technology, from what my brother explained to me, the world's going to be changing when it comes to making movies and that whole industry. Yeah, low budget, but yet look amazing, from what I understand. Um, but no, like I know he's made written scripts and stuff that I don't even know if he's ever, done anything with them. But I don't know what his future is going to be in that department. Again, he's taking care of my mother and father. He's the baby of the family, and he's actually making the ultimate sacrifice, taking care of my mother and father. Um, what kind of movie would you make, Mike? Okay. I don't know. Like, I guess if you're talking about my decision to like take a leap of faith and come to the Philippines, never been here before, I guess that could kind of be unique, and maybe everybody has stories that could turn it into a movie. Uh, my version of Castaway is Castaway Drift. Uh, um, Doctor, I don't know. Maybe, and here's the thing, like, Doctor, I appreciate you being here, but dude, can you be any more original? It's just like, you guys are just so funny. I heard the AI, they already made a movie with AI, and Hollywood is very upset. Um, I don't know in that regards. I would like to think Hollywood's involved with AI, CGI movies too. The idea is to save money, but to make money. The idea is probably to spend less money, but to obviously make money from the movie. And if you don't have to pay a lot of actors and stuff like that, and you can just, I don't know, what do you do? Pay a fee for someone's likeness, their image. Like Tom Cruise, instead of using the real Tom Cruise, you use his likeness, his image, and a CGI version of Tom Cruise, maybe. Uh, that's kind of my understanding, not knowing a lot. Thank you, Dr. Red. Billy Goodyear, you guys are taking care of business. Yeah, these guys are just, Xbox says Dexter was a Showtime. Oh, so it was Showtime original television drama series that aired for 8 seasons. Yep, my brother was a part of that, uh, in the production directing area. I don't know if he ever did any extra fill in, like physical person and background scene stuff like that. I don't know if he ever did that on Dexter. I'm not sure. He's definitely in Death at a Funeral, whatever they call that comedy movies. Definitely in that. Um, he was like he played the role of a guest of the family, the person that died. He was there to witness the funeral. He's in a suit and everything, so it's kind of wild. I'm gonna make another attempt at walking, but I don't know if my live stream doesn't go much longer. I apologize. But again, it's due to the heat, and like here's like the worst place to probably walk because it's all the sunlight. Um, hmm, I don't know where else to go to stay in the shade. Jorah says, I have a sitcom idea. The Office meets the Philippines BPO industry, and it's all about the Filipinos making fun of us Americans while we're on hold. That could be something. Man, they're playing drums music over there. I'm gonna make an attempt in this sun, but the good thing is the sun's behind me, so maybe it won't get as hot. Art Perk says AI will never replace the film and video. AI has that slightly soft look and feel. You see a lot of bloggers putting out videos using that, and it's like seeing a low budget Disney film thing. Yeah, art parks. I don't know. Like my brother has more knowledge than me when it comes to that stuff. Um, he has a lot of connections, and I don't know. I mean, if you can save money, if you can save money, there goes my friend Michael, another Michael with his Filipino on his motorbike. If you can save money making a film, why wouldn't you? Um, and so much CGI is already used in movies or has been, even when they have real actors in it. I mean, you look at the first couple Star Wars movies, and then you go to the later ones. Quite honestly, I like more of the originals because I thought the CGI was too much in the like I don't know. So let's say the first three Star Wars movies I liked. It's not that I didn't like any of the other ones. I just felt like the CGI got to the point where it was like it was just too good, um, almost like unrealistic in a way, if that makes sense. Uh, Jor Tuber says the first Philippine prime time comedy. I will when AI. Yeah, again, Art Park. I don't know. I don't know enough about the industry. My brother knows more in that regard than I do. He lived it, worked it. Um, he knows a lot of people. Um, I just think in this world, the idea is to make money, not spend it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness. Again, guys, I apologize for the little bit of technical difficulties on this hot day. I'll be going Monday when I come back. It's going to be between 10 and 11, which would be 10 and 11 p.m. East Coast time at night. I just think it works better. I just think it gets too hot during this time of the day, during the dry season that is right now. Phil Goodyear says, does your brother visit you? He can't. I mean, if he wasn't taking care of my parents, I certainly would. And I kind of have in a way, like if he was on his own and he could do it, I would tell him at least come visit and check it out for himself and see what he thinks of it. I would recommend anybody, not even just my brother. I would recommend anybody coming here, especially if you're a warm weather person and you like that kind of stuff. I would say check it out. I mean, because if it can allow you to retire a little bit earlier and, you know, while you're healthy and enjoy life, sure, I'd recommend him doing that or anybody for that matter. But there's nothing, it's not like always tell people, it's not perfect here, but it's perfect for me. It's good enough for me. And that's really what it all comes down to. Um, Nowhere in this world is perfect. You just got to find what's good for you. And again, the most important thing to me right now that I've learned as I've gotten older is my health. That's my number one focus in life is just being healthy. Because if I'm not healthy, I won't be able to do things. And that's why I'm here, being able to do it. Tony says, is there a main hospital near Mike? Yeah, there is a main one, and the name escapes me. And friends of mine that actually lived here but now live in Bacolod, they are building a newer hospital in Bacolod. So until that's open, they were comparing hospitals and I guess medical uh, places here in Dumaguete to Bacolod. prior to this new hospital being built. And they seem to think, based off of their experiences, they thought the hospitals here were better than in Bacolod. But we'll see if that changes after this new hospital is built. I don't have enough experiences in any hospitals to give that kind of opinion or advice. Jorah Tuber, maybe it is St. James. Pax Packney says, I'm half Thailand and half Filipino. Well, welcome, Pax Packney. Appreciate you being here, my friend. My name's Michael from the United States, living here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Uh, Hello, Pax from Tacloban City, Philippines. I appreciate you being here, Pax Packney. That's awesome. I love it when people from the Philippines come to my live streams. That's why I love the Philippines, is because of Philippine people. I say that over and over again. I'm kind of cheating, staying in the shade right now before I try to walk a little more. But where are we at? 72 minutes. Elijah or Elijah Hotway or Elijah Otway says hello. Phil Goodyear says welcome. Fat. I don't know who's fat. Maybe you're talking to Pax. I don't know. I appreciate who's all here, and I apologize again for the maybe the boring live stream, not being as active today. It is later than normal too. Not trying to make excuses. What do you mean, Phil Goodyear? Welcome, fat. Oh, thanks, Phil Goodyear says Pax Packney. Um, Half Thailand, half Filipino. Maybe that's. Hey, see you, Michael. I better get across now. I'm gonna make one last dash in this hot sun and see how it goes. But again, if you're new to my live stream and you haven't given me a like, maybe it's not worth liking today. I don't know. It's not very good. But if you haven't given me a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber and you're interested in following the simple journey of a simple guy named Michael from Pennsylvania in the US, 2 years in Florida though, but the majority of my life in Pennsylvania, greatly appreciate it. See, as soon as I get out here, it's hot. I mean, that sun, even though it's that way, it's better when the sun's actually at my back. But like I said, the sun rises here and sun sets over here. Henry says, yes, 1:37 in the morning over here. And all you guys being up so late, I appreciate it. Guys and gals. I didn't see Michelle or anybody, probably because I'm a little late. Michelle lives in New Jersey, if I remember correctly. A lot of people were probably asleep. So again, Monday between 10 and 11, which would be 10 and 11 Eastern Standard Time at night. So my Monday afternoon will be Sunday night for most of you that can make it. Pax Packney says, where are you going? I'm just going anywhere and everywhere here in Dumaguete, Pax. Anywhere that the sun is not too hot, which I'm trying to like find alternative routes, zigzagging through the city of Dumaguete, but I need to cross the street to get out of the sun. But I haven't seen a tricycle like that. That's like a real small one. See, this is better. Now I'm in the shade. This is like one of my favorite coffee shops right here. But First Coffee. I go there all the time. One of my favorite. But First Coffee. Yes, 2:40 or yeah, 2:40 p.m. Saturday afternoon, Dumaguete, Philippines. Please, Phil, I appreciate you saying, please, everyone, barbecue the like button. And Annabelle Atwood says, how's things with you there, host? Annabelle, I'm doing good. It's a hot day, but my phone does not like the hot sun on it. Um, so I'm kind of just trying to find shade. I'm gonna go to Quaison Park. Uh, but everything is good. How about you? See, over here, there's always a little bit of shade. Even them, they're playing. I don't know what they call this. It's when they use the ball, but then they kick it over the net. But they don't have a net set up, but they're practicing. There is a little bit of shade over here. Annabelle, I love my time here. Yes, I enjoy my time here always. I love the Philippines, or I wouldn't be here. That's for sure. But see, I'm gonna stay out of that and stay under here. Maybe I'll just see if I have any shade for a little bit right here. But no, I'm doing good. I appreciate you being here. I think my best bet at this time of the day when it's this hot is just to park it and sit in a spot. And whoever hangs out, hangs out. If you have any different questions or comments or anything, please feel free to have at it. Again, normally I walk around a lot more, but today it's too late in the afternoon. It's just too hot. Superlania says, "Wow, I miss my country in the Philippines. 35 years. Wow, since I live in Japan. So you live in Japan also. I love it when people come here from Japan. That's a place that I want to visit. Like I said, I don't know if you guys, what it is this? Hey, Mayung Apon. What is it that they play here? Normally they're practicing, but normally they have like looks like I don't know, a net. They, badminton net. Uh, they're just not out there using it yet, but some of these guys are good and girls. I've seen both. Super Laney, I appreciate you. Don C says good vibes. As good as they get, although I'm sitting. Um, Art Park says you're starting to get some color in your face, Michael. You're looking Filipino. Uh-oh. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'd say I'm adapting a little bit. Uh, where's your girlfriend now? She's in Kandawai, where her family lives. You see him walking alone. Normally, I do walk alone, Annabelle. Um, I walk a lot more than her, and maybe other people too. So I would be out walking right now, and I will walk after the live stream. But like I said, the sunlight in the phone is just not going to work today. Too hot. Sylvester Brown, where's your wife? I'm not married. I know people think when you have a girlfriend that you're married. I'm not married. I'm not ready to get married either. Uh, no, I'm not. Jay says, I think you need to do some push-ups for us. What do you think? Uh, no, not right now. Maybe later. I did some earlier. Maybe later. Uh, Phil Goodyear says, how are you hydrating? Right now, I'm not hydrating on anything. I drank a couple glasses of water in the coffee shop before I came out. Um, Superlania said I subscribe. Thank you very much, Superlania. I appreciate your support. I think it's neat you're from Japan. That's somewhere where I want to visit someday is Japan, especially while I'm here in the Philippines. Certainly would be cheaper for me to fly from the Philippines to Japan than Pennsylvania, United States. And I think I'm going to have to maybe move. I don't know. Jora Tuber says, have you done a street food live yet? Never did a street food live, actually. I've tried street food like once here, and maybe it wasn't I don't know, something didn't agree with me the last time I had street food. And yeah, I spent some time later that evening on the CR. My stomach was not good. Uh, Pax Packney says, bye, bro, because my work in. Thanks, bro. Hey, appreciate you being here. Hope to see you again. Annabelle says, yes, I guess it is too hot for her to walk. Well, it's that in the distance, too. I'm a walking fool, according to some people. So, yeah. Mr. Dave says, I'm living in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm addicted to the thrift store. clothes shopping. I try to buy as little clothing as possible. Um, I definitely prefer cotton t-shirts over anything. Certainly not polyester. That feels terrible here. Plus, polyester is made out of plastic. KC said, haha, let's get married. Uh, all I know, and that's funny, Casey. All I know is like people always say, "When are you getting?" I'm like, I'm not thinking about that. Um, I enjoy just being free and able to do what I want. There's too much I want to learn, too much I want to see, too many people I want to meet here. I just, I just don't feel the sense to tie the knot. Uh, Phil Goodyear says later packs come back. Xbox J says I would come out, but I work out legs and my legs are jello. It's okay. I'm sure your air condition's on also, Jay. Barbara is here. Hey, Barbara says hi, Mike. How are you today? I'm good. Everything's good on a Saturday afternoon here in Dumaguete, sitting under the shade. The shade's for my phone, not for me. Um, Overheating. Too late to start a live stream in the day. But I'm glad to see you here, Barbara. Jora's laughing. Super Laney said, do you want to marry you? It's only a joke." so, uh, Very funny, Super Lania. I love your sense of humor, though. It's fun. Just I'm willing to take anybody, be a part of someone's jokes. It's all good. Barbara said, I could never eat street food. Now, if it's just like barbecue, like pork, even the liver, stuff that's fried maybe in certain oils. I'm not so sure if it was the oil that upset my stomach or maybe something in the ingredients upset my stomach, whatever it was. The street food was tasted very good. It was like lumpia. It was something else called dynamite. It was like a lumpia, but like a jalapeno pepper in it, and I don't know what else in there. But everything tasted great. It was the reaction that wasn't so great. I gotta get up and move. It did it again, and I didn't even think I was sitting in the sun. Uh, yeah, I just think it's the heat. Yeah, Jay, it's the heat. I learned now. I know I learned my lesson. I'm right from when I did the live stream the two times before between 10 and 11. I'm sticking with that. It's just too hot. I don't have the phone case on, nothing. It's just too hot. So, lesson learned. And so then I was right. It confirms my suspicion that it's just too hot. Um, I'm definitely in the shade now. Like I'm not, but when you're running a live stream, you also have the heat of from running the live stream. Combine that. Oh, CKN. Hey, how are you doing, Mr. CKN, New Jersey? You're up late. Uh, Superlania. I love the Philippines and I love the people. That's why I'm here. Everything else, the nature, the oceans, all that stuff that's just makes it even perfect. But it's the people that I love first and foremost here. I know you're going to tell me Dave Travel is going to give me technology advice. You love doing this. I know. One day upgrade a multiple SIM It's not, it's the heat right now, Dave. It's the heat. I know that's what it is. It's the heat. Uh, and I'm not going to, I really, we'll see if I get a cooling fan. I mean, you're going to have me with so many attachments on my phone. I might as well just, I don't know what, it'd be huge. But I appreciate you caring about me as much as you do, Mr. Dave. Uh, 2 a.m. for me. Good night. Hey, Jora Tuber, you're a tuber. Appreciate you. God bless. Get some sleep. I don't blame you. 2:50 a.m. for Sylvester Brown. You guys, God bless you for staying up so late. Uh, or the mini rechargeable electric fan, Mike KC. Um, Do I have to buy it on Shopee or can I just go into a store? Do they have the little magnetic fans here that I can walk to and do Dumaguete? That's what I'd rather do than order it. Um, oh, Casey says there is Mike online shopping. I mean, I do that. But I've seen people tell me too to be careful when you're ordering stuff from Shopee because you don't always get what the picture is. And that was a lot of locals tell me be careful ordering from Shopee or Lazada or whatever it is. Jackhammer, that was probably the best advice. Yeah, I could have gone to the mall today, and maybe I'll just go to the mall Monday, but I'm gonna still start it earlier. But I'll go to the mall because you're right. That did help a lot when I was in the mall. Uh, Great advice, and I know people like the mall anyway. So uh, Casey says you can check it now on Shop. Steve Bryan is here. Says you're going to have to get you an air conditioned car to drive. No car, no car, Steve. No car. Uh, I even think if I was on a motorbike and the air was blowing, the sun would still be just beating down on it. Um, Superlania, I appreciate you. Like I said, the more people I meet from Japan, I don't know where you live in Japan, but if I meet people through my YouTube channel that live in Japan, and if I could go to Japan and I need someone to help be my guide in Japan, Superlania or anybody else, Mama G, she lives there in Japan. That would be awesome. No, I took the case off, Dave, because the case retains heat, and that definitely makes sense. No case on the phone. I have used it when I'm not doing a live stream. This produces too much heat. Um, it's warm now, but it's not hot. Uh, but I appreciate that, Superlania. And you know what, Superlania? You make sure you come back. Don't be a stranger. I appreciate you, but yes, you're. What part of Japan are you in? Uh, Raymond Rajas says Philippines is named to a King Philip, as history said, and on 9/11 attack date is a date of birthday of a president in the Philippines. Coincidence means king in language Japanese. That's interesting, Raymond Rajas. I never heard that before. Casey says walking live stream is fine. Um, wow, this is where you're from in Japan and Tokyo. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to say this right. Hagio, Hachio G, Tokyo. Sorry if I said that wrong, but I like knowing that. Superlania, you're blue now. So I'm giving you the honor of the blue shield to protect my live stream. Uh, Appreciate you. Jameis Schweitzer says hello from Lake Norman, North Carolina. Appreciate it. This is Dumaguete, Philippines. I'm hiding in the shade because the sun is just too hot and it keeps bumping me. But Jameis Schweitzer or Jamie Schweitzer. I think it's Jamie Schweitzer. My apologies. Welcome from North Carolina. I'm born and raised from Pennsylvania. Lived in Florida for 2 years, but now I'm living abroad here in Dumaguete, Philippines. Ubeck is here, says hello. Scott Jean says hello from New Zealand. I appreciate it. And hey, one last time, I hate to be a pest and bug you guys, but if you haven't given me a like, a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, always, you're more than welcome. But if you don't like it, don't subscribe. I certainly wouldn't do that. Tony says, are you in Central Plaza there in Dumaguete? Uh, like Central Plaza. I'm like near the main street where the mall, Lee Plaza, Robinson store, Quaison Park is right behind me. Keeson Park. Thank you, Jamie Schweitzer, for liking. I appreciate that. Sylvester's from Tampa. You know what, Sylvester Brown? I remember you, and you've been here when you can get here. I'm gonna make you blue too. I'm gonna give you the blue shield. I always joke with people: don't take advantage of your power now. Only if you see somebody. Honestly, I don't care whoever comments. If they say something that's stupid and ridiculous, that just means they have no life. But uh, Sylvester, I remember you, and I appreciate you always supporting my channel. But yeah, I had family from Tampa. But when I lived in Florida, I lived in Stewart and Palm City, Florida. Love Florida. But if I was still living in the United States, I always say this: I'd have to work. I couldn't retire. I retired at 55, now 56. My birthday was on April 6th. So got to remember to say I'm a year older now, but appreciate you, Sylvester Brown. Appreciate you. Um, Thank you, brother. You have a great, well, I guess that's a good sign when you get older if your brain still works and your body still works physically, because you need both, because your brain's got to control this. So that's a good sign. I do my best to remember people. Uh, but over time, I do. I actually remember when people aren't here, which is kind of weird that I'm like, wonder why I haven't seen so and so. I hope they're okay. Uh, Phil Goodyear says our host is working really hard to expose you to Filipino culture. Don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. Again, I don't know who would like the Philip. If you come here, you might not like it. I just know how I feel. I know it allowed me to retire at 55. Um, I'd still be working if I was in the U.S. Simple as that. Owen Jane says thanks. Oh, happy birthday. Hold a minute. Happy Owen James says it's your birthday. Owen James, I'm gonna do this. I don't do it all the time, but happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Owen James. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Owen James. I don't know where you're from, but welcome. Happy birthday. Uh, no, I've never. Scott Jean says, have I ever been to South America? No, I have not. I'd love to be able to travel everywhere, but unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. I'm not rich. I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. I'm blessed and thankful, and just appreciate what I do have. Simple as that. Uh, Casey says he is enjoying and chilling in our country. That's great. Very true. I definitely enjoy my time here in the Philippines. Wouldn't change my decision to come here. Best decision I ever made. Again, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing right now if I was back home in the States. I'd have to work and plan for an unknown future. Uh, yeah, you can save all this money and plan for a great retirement, but there's no guarantees that your health's going to be able to be up to par, be where you want it to be able to do things. Sylvester Brown says, Amen, KC. Thank you. Mommy G says, you will not get lost here in Japan, sir, even without a guide. I know, but it still would be a little nice. But I did kind of come to the Philippines not knowing anybody, but I didn't completely come here not knowing anybody. But it would still be nice, the people that you meet on your channel, to be able to meet them in person in Japan. That would really be awesome. Kind of going back here, things I missed. Sylvester says, yeah, I work so much, man. Look good for your age, my brother. Well, it's a combination of a lot of things, Sylvester. Genetics, obviously, mother and father. I don't drink, I don't smoke, haven't had a sip of alcohol in over 20 years or longer. Um, was never a big drinker anyway. I just did it for social peer pressure, wanted my friends to think I was cool and accept me, that kind of thing. But alcohol, I always got, even if I drank a little bit, I got a headache. I'd always get a headache. And after a while, I was like, I'm tired of this. I don't even drink that much and I feel like crap. So it was even easier for me to quit. Um, but I appreciate the compliment, Sylvester. Owen says, thank you for his happy birthday. No problem. Um, Onad Regala says, I know you before. Maybe you know me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I remember that name, and I apologize. Onad Regala. Raymond Rejas says, Visayas region fish food are cheaper than in Luzon, so eat plenty of fish there before going to Luzon. So what, the fish isn't good in Luzon? Or you're saying it's cheaper? Uh, Dave says, I live cheaply in America, rent from a shared house, ride a bicycle only, and shop at thrift stores. And don't get me wrong, I love the United States. I love my country, believe me, but I also love living in Southeast Asia. I've never done this before. So it's like experiencing something different when all you've ever known is, I mean, I visited Caribbean, Dominican Republic and stuff like that, but I've never been this far away from home. Uh, And just the reception that I received of how welcoming everybody is here uh, made my stay here even more enjoyable. But I like the hot weather. I like to sweat like and freeze. I got sick of the four seasons in Pennsylvania, and you know, Scott says Thailand is the best. Thailand, yeah, I haven't been to Thailand. I definitely would love to try all the food that you see in Thailand videos. I don't know if I would be eating like scorpions and stuff like that. But the fruit juices and like just the really good street food that you see in Thailand, uh, that looks really good to me. Like I like clean, healthy food. Um, Phil Goodyear says, "Go, Dave." Tony says, "I see you as an ambassador and an educator." Uh, that's great. I have no education experience other than my job that I worked, and I served the role as a leader. Maybe that comes off. Um, Sylvester says, now I'm drawing a blank. HBD. Have be some. Sometimes I get bad with these three letter, and it's not you, it's me. I'm just having a brain freeze. Casey, oh, I read that. Mama G said you won't get lost. Casey says, yeah, Mike. Sylvester says, yes, sir. I'm just going through these because I'm falling behind. It's midnight in Northern California. Thank you, Mike, for the awesome window as you always keep grinding. Yeah, I'll be grinding. I got to get my miles in today. I went to that wedding yesterday, so I got to make up for it today. Yeah, thanks for being a new friend here. Are you on Facebook or Messenger? Let me know. Yes, Superlania. Go to my YouTube channel, the description box. Open that up. There's a Facebook link, Instagram link. Just go to Facebook's probably the easiest one. Just friend me on Facebook. Say hello. Let me know who you are. Probably just say, hey, it's me, Superlania from the live stream. But yes, Facebook and Instagram link is on my description. Uh, 5 Mile Smile said, yo, we went to school together. Hmm, that's interesting. Maybe we did. I don't know. Phil Goodyear says, night, everybody. Good night, Phil Goodyear. Jay says hello to Dr. Red. CKN, again, thank you for being here, giving up your sacrifice in your sleep. Says hello to Dr. Red. Yo, Xbox, the AC King, how's it going? Yes, he likes his AC King. Uh, Casey says, I'm from Luzon. Fish and seafoods are fresh. I want to go to Luzon someday. There's a lot of people from Luzon. Bill Myers here says only 20. What in the world is going on? I mean, it's April. Bill, is this normal or are you still getting the back and forth, warm and cold? But welcome, Bill. 21 degrees. I don't envy you. Um, CKN says you're speaking my language regarding that heat. Dave says a decent looking woman hasn't even looked at me in the 2 months I've been in America. Yeah, I don't, whatever. Not your fault, Dave. Dr. Red says hello to CKN. Just Becky says hello from Texas. Hello, Just Becky. Appreciate you. This is Dumaguete, Philippines. I know I'm standing on the corner just because I'm trying to get shade here. There's a lot more to the Philippines, and if you come back Monday, you'll see more from Dumaguete, Philippines, the ocean and whatnot. But it's too hot and it's overheating my phone. Um, Mommy G says, hope to see you in Dumaguete and here in Japan. That's the plan someday. Joey Mab, hey man, how are you? Where are you? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Joey Mab. Um, I think I'm getting ready to end this live stream. I think it's kind of quiet today, and just Becky. It's 3 in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon. It's 3 in the afternoon. I wish I could show you guys more, but no sooner I walk out into the heat because the sun's going down that way, unless I make one quick trip to the ocean, bound by the water, and then I'll try to give my farewells down there. I'll do that. With the sun at my back, I probably have a better opportunity of not letting this phone get overheated. But yeah, this is dry season, hot. There's summertime here in the Philippines. Although it's hot all year round, This is the true dry, hot season. And yeah, when that sun hits my phone, plus with the heat it produces from doing a live stream, it keeps booting me out. Um, yeah, Tony, I'll get some coconut water after the live stream probably. If I try and walk right now, even though it's 3 o'clock, I'd say maybe the worst of the heat is almost behind us. But again, on Monday, live stream between 10 and 11 here, 10 and 11 a.m. here in the Philippines, but which would be 10 or 11 standard Eastern Standard Time. And I know that can maybe affect some other people. Maybe it's too early on the West Coast, and I apologize, but I think this is the best thing to do until the summer is done. Casey says she's got to go. All right. Casey, I appreciate you always. Thank you for being here, supporting the channel. Love your comments, love your personality, and you're a Filipina, so that doesn't surprise me. You guys are all awesome. So hope to see you the next time. Uh, Just Becky says, okay, 11 hours ahead. Well, yeah, from the East Coast, I'm 12 hours ahead. So wherever you're at, you must be 1 hour in from the Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, Just Becky, it's great here. Like I said, I love it here. Cost of living's cheaper. But again, if you're not really a fan of warm weather, it's probably not the best place for you. But the breeze is always great down here by the water. It's always really good. This is like the main street, the boulevard, hotels, Bethel Guest House is here. Nice place to walk. It gets really crowded in the evening when the sun goes down. Obviously, it's still up. Uh, People are super nice. Locals always smiling, saying hello. Uh, but I figured I'd show you the water last thing before I wrap it up. That's the port down there that you can see. You're welcome, Casey. I appreciate you always being here. Uh, Yeah, I would do it. You know what? I've done a live stream one time a long time ago for sunrise. I would actually do that. It's like 5:30 a.m., between 5:30 and 5:45. Maybe I'll pop up and do a sunrise, which that would be 5:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I'll do a sunrise tomorrow morning. I could always do that for a little bit. I'd be willing to do that. And it wouldn't be super hot. And you'd see the sunrise right over here. It's beautiful here. The one that did a live stream for, I got lucky. And it was really, the sunrise was beautiful. Not that you can't see beautiful sunrises all over the world, but the fact that I'm here and the Philippines and I get to see a sunrise like that, it's not just the sunrise, it's the fact that I'm so far away from home in Asia that makes it different. Um, TKN, I hope you do visit here someday. Come to Dumaguete. Come to Dumaguete. At least make that your first stop. Just Becky says, my bad, 13 hours. I'm tired. No, I have a heart condition. Texas is rough on me in the summer. That's beautiful. Thanks for walking to the water. Just Becky. And that's a big part of the reason why I like doing my live streams. Not only do I want to inspire other people to think about, consider coming traveling anywhere. It doesn't have to be in Asia, it doesn't have to be the Philippines, but maybe I can inspire other people to do things as long as they have the health and the finances to do it. Uh, or then there's people that can't come here, and I consider them as well. Maybe due to health reasons, maybe due to medical reasons, maybe they have grandchildren that they don't want to leave behind. So I get all that. So I try to help, share this with everybody. I feel like my experiences here are more than just about me. I love sharing me with people all over the world, whoever's willing to watch. I mean, I'm blessed and thankful. Whatever becomes a YouTube, that's great. It's definitely opened a lot of opportunities for me. But yeah, I just love even looking at the sunshine on the water. CKN says, absolutely. Tony says, that sunrise would be awesome. When you walk, Michael, we walk with you, brother. And Tony, those are the best. I'm telling you, you as well as many other people, those comments resonate with me. They obviously, I've never experienced people comments, compliments in that way to me. You don't, I mean, I can't even begin to express how much that means to me. I'm humbled and I'm thankful and I'm blessed that people are willing to take their time out of their life to share a walk with me. I don't know how else to say thank you other than to say thank you. Um, yes, Sylvester, it is beautiful here. The people are beautiful. And like I said, this is just all secondary. People always ask me, Sylvester, I don't know if you've ever heard me say, what do you love most about the Philippines, Michael? It's the people first, especially here in Dumaguete. It's the people. That's the port over there. And like I said, you can't even see Sikihor through the haze, although you can see the boat. I think that's the fast boat coming back. And I'll zoom in. Yeah, I don't want to shake, but when you zoom, it looks like it's really shaking. Um, Just Becky says, what a cool thing to be able to share your life. Tony says, we're all family here. Superlania says, take care of your health, sir, and God bless you. Superlania, like I said, don't be anybody. If you ever want to reach out and you have a question, or you just want to be a friend, my Facebook link and my Instagram link are the only two social media links that I really uh, socialize on with people. Don't be a stranger. Friend me, send me a message, say, hey, I'm so and so. Because sometimes you do get friended by people, I don't know who they are, and you kind of got to be careful, you know, who you're getting friended by on social media. But Superlania, any of you guys, don't be a stranger. You can, you're more than welcome. Uh, I'm going back a little bit. Sorry about this. All right, Tony said about the sunrise. I'm trying to, like I said, keep the shade at my back. I'm reading these. Or what would you rather do? Look at me or look at the ocean? I can flip the screen. Tony says that would be sunrise. All right, maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Casey has the hearts and the checks. Yes, Sylvester, the water is beautiful. Just Becky said, I really want to travel to Alaska someday. I'm game to relocate, God willing, someday. That's the best mindset, in my opinion, you can have, Just Becky. It's kind of what I do with my life right now. I put it in God's hands. Um, Dave Travel says, I'm trying to transform my look. I will only wear formal vintage clothing. Dave, just be you. Whatever makes you happy, just be you. You're not going to get any judgments from me. Uh, Michael's asking about the medical services. I don't really have any experience in the medical services here. I'm fortunate and blessed there, Michael, Gita. Uh, I'm fairly blessed and healthy that I don't have to worry about that. But from other people that I've spoken to here in Dumaguete, they've had good experiences. I don't know if they could say it's as good as what they got in the United States, but I haven't heard the worst in regards to medical care. Um, KC says, you're welcome. Mike Superlania says, take good care. Thank you. Just Becky, what a cool thing to share your life. I try, you know what I mean? I'm nothing special. I'm just Michael. That's the name my parents gave me, and I'm just living my life, simple life. Tony says, we're all family. I appreciate that because you guys all make me feel that way. Steve Bryan says, good night, Michael. It's 3 a.m. here in Ohio. God bless you, Steve. Sleep well, rest easy. We'll catch up on Monday. Casey with the hearts. Thank you, Casey. Sylvester Brown said, yes, sir, we are. And again, Sylvester, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. And I'm sorry if I don't mention and single out everybody. I try my best before I lose my voice. Um, KC says good night to Steve. CKN says, yes, Becky, technology makes it happen. Expat Life Philippines. That must be uh, Bella. So you changed your name. It's like hard for me to remember who you are. Expat Life Philippines is Bellis. Now I know. Hello, my friend. Superlania, thank you. You don't need to thank me. Salute to you, Bellis. Billion Brain Rot. Now that's a different name. Billion Brain Rot says hello. Uh, oh, it got brighter now. Maybe the phone's cooling off, probably because of the breeze blowing. Dave says hello to Che. Expat. Bella says so hot. It's better you film yourself, bro. I mined Alaska Gold 2 years. Gold 2+ years and did well. Cebu Medical, awesome system and way lower cost. I use Cebu. Appreciate the info. Like I said, I don't really go to the hospital. Joe Martinez says hello from Laredo, Texas. Welcome from Laredo, Texas. This is Dumaguete, Philippines. This is where we're at. I'm Michael from Pennsylvania, USA. Been here since July of 2024. But went home one time, March 17th of 2025, and then returned back to the Philippines June 12th, June 13th, 2025. Uh, Krista, Krista Buena Flor. Krista Buena Flor. Hi, sir. Keep safe always from the Philippines. Appreciate that, Krista. Thank you so much. Mary Lee says hello. Casey says, Michael, if you want the high-end medical services, these are the hospitals in Capital City: Makati Med Center, St. Luke's Medical, BGC, and Asian Hospital. I appreciate you putting that out there for people to see, Casey. You are awesome. Like I said, you are one of many that I'm blessed and thankful that I have your support, and you guys add obviously so much to my channel. It's not just about me, it's about all you. And like Tony said, it's like a family community here. So thank you. Frank Aguilar says, hello to all my Trump supporters. Hello, Frank. Welcome, Frank. I'm from Pennsylvania. Uh, Casey says, at Michael and in Cebu. Oh, okay, that was the guy that asked the question. Just Becky says, hi, Joe from Longview, home of many, including Neil McCoy. Casey, that's incredible information. Yeah, Casey, she's a Filipina. She knows her stuff more than me. At Michael, before you come, have an executive checkup in your country first. Dave says, I'm waiting for an in-depth video on this channel about living with dark skin as a Filipino. Trying to understand. I'm waiting for an in-depth video on this channel about living with dark skin as a Filipino. Or you mean a Filipina? Well, I know that like many Filipino, not all, but some, girls had some difficulties when they were growing up, when they were younger, being teased or made fun of for being morena. Uh, Unfortunately, Debbie says, "Don't hold your breath." Uh, okay. I didn't think I was holding my breath, but I was thinking. Uh, what time is sunrise over there, Michael? Between 5:30 and 5:45 a.m., somewhere like that. I'll probably get here around 5:15. I'll get here right at the boulevard here around 5:15 a.m. So that would be 5:15 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. See, this looks so beautiful right now. Um, uh, yeah, Casey, I think he was asking, like, I don't know, like there's some Filipinas that I've met here that would tell me stories about when they were younger, or like maybe uh, Filipino boys would make fun of them or tease them because they had darker skin, something like that. I don't know. Just people, just how it gets. It's just like whatever you look like, we're all beautiful, and I don't know. I don't really. Yeah, that was what it was about, Casey. Like, I mean, Tony. Yeah, so that's the time. Sorry for holding my breath, Debbie. But Casey says, okay. Yeah, that was what it was about. morena skin. Maybe some people don't like it. I don't know. But anyway, I guess Filipinos are brown. No worries, but about the skin. Yeah, it's like, I mean, we are who we are, and I think everybody's beautiful no matter what they look like. I mean, to each his own. Yes, Tony, I'm going to try and plan this. I'm going to set my alarm. Hopefully, I hear it. Herc says, where are you? I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines, Herc. HERC 43, Dumaguete, Philippines, at the Rizal Boulevard. Nice place to walk once the sun goes completely down. There'll be a lot of people walking here. It's a great place to walk and socialize and meet people. It's perfect for that. Exactly, Casey. You're brown and you're beautiful. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. Uh, Let me see. B. Bangor says, watching from Toronto, Canadian here. Welcome, B. Bangor or Banger. Why do you suppose a lot of Westerners are leaving for places like Vietnam, Thailand, and Philippines? Um, could be many reasons. Could be they want to be able to retire early, and you can retire uh, if you have a pension or like Social Security, probably financially, you can retire and live a quality life here. Maybe they're here because of the people, which I love the people here. The weather, the warm weather could be, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, I've never been to Asia until I came here first time in July of 2024. I absolutely love it here. Uh, B banger and could be various reasons. I love the culture and the people here, but the ocean, I mean, it's this. I mean, yes, I could find an ocean in Florida where I lived for 2 years, but I'd still be working if I lived in Florida. I wouldn't be able to afford to live even a comparable lifestyle that I have here in the Philippines and Florida without working. Everything would cost a lot more. Beat banger. Superlania says, I just wanted to share that I already have a U.S. visa. Um, which is awesome. I don't have a specific travel date, but I'm looking forward to it. Good for you, Superlania. That's awesome to hear. Good for you. I don't know when I'm going to travel back to the U.S. We'll see. It would be June, July, or August. If I go back, that's when I'm going to go, when it's warm summertime in Pennsylvania. I don't want to go when it's cold. Uh, Herc says, that's nice. I wish we had good weather like that here in Texas. I mean, it's hot. I mean, I like Texas food, barbecue. I've been to Texas, not for a long period of time, but they have some good barbecue. Speaking of food, Hanu Honeybee says, oh, you're in the Philippines, my country. Oh, yeah, I love it here. Welcome, Hanu Honeybee. And yeah, I'm in Dumaguete, Philippines. Uh, Casey says hi to Hanu. Roberto Perez says South Texas in the house, amigo. Welcome, amigo. Yeah, because amigo is boy, amiga is girl. I do know that. I had some friends that spoke Spanish from Dominican Republic. Um, I knew the basic words, not a lot. Usually they tried to teach me, Roberto. They tried to teach me words, but they wouldn't tell me what they were teaching me, and then I'd get in trouble with their grandmother because I'd say a bad word. But welcome, Roberto, my amigo from Texas. Uh, Hanu Honeybee says, yes, we are very hospitable and kind people. Oh, no doubt. That's what I love most about the Philippines is the people. Definitely the people. Let's get Froggy Jump says, hey, Michael, are there jobs readily available there? As a foreigner, I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. I'm retired here. I know some people are here working as like a digital nomad. Maybe their jobs in the US, but they live here abroad, working online from home. I'm sure you could probably do something like that. But as far as like jobs readily available in the Philippines, I know nothing about that. Couldn't answer that question. But I appreciate the question. Let's get Froggy. There's Che's here. Says, hello, Sir Dave. Hello, Che. Uh, Hanu says, hello to KC. KC Musta Anu. Oh, she's from Luzon. Welcome from Luzon. Yes, KC is Pinay. Derek says, when I entered Manila, my wife, they stamped our passport, balik bayan privilege. That's awesome, Derek. Um, B Banger said you're 40. Well, you're still young. You're still young. I mean, I hope your health is still good too. I think that's important. Have you ever been to the Philippines? Yes, it's a grind. It is. That's why I did what I did. Thankfully, I had a pension to fall back onto. I retired at 55, took my early pension and, you know, monthly payments for the rest of my life and have savings. And then when Social Security becomes an option at 62, I will take that. And yeah, I'm living my life now while I'm healthy. Uh, and I'm happy I did what I did. Um, I miss family. I miss home. I'll get back occasionally, but it's expensive to fly back and forth, and I'm not rich. Tony J says, "Hi, man. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for being here, Tony. Just getting ready to wrap up the live stream, about 120 minutes, about 25% on my phone. So usually I have to walk back and charge my phone." Uh, P Banger said, "You're older than I just turned 56 on April 6th of this year." Yeah. Holy shit. You look 43. You're my new best friend. I like it when someone says I look younger than what I am. Uh, yeah, health is very important. Diet, exercise. I walk a lot every day. With the exception of yesterday, I went to my first Philippine wedding. So, but that was well worth the sacrifice. And besides, I probably deserve to take a break from all the walking I do. But yes, B Banger. I recently turned 56, so I have to remember to say that. Uh, yeah, I'm blessed and fortunate and thankful. And take the mindset, use it or lose it. I exercise as much as I can, especially walking a lot. Reason why he looks 43, because Philippines is humid. That's possible. Um, that's possible. Clean living and fancy footwork, says Tony. But B Banger, hey, appreciate you being here. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a like, help my channel grow. You sound like you're interested in the Philippines. I don't know if you've ever been to Asia. Uh, yeah, see, I do a lot of walking, B Banger. After research and wanting to, I guess, preserve my knees, I cut back on jogging. I throw in random sprints for high intensity in with my walks. Just pick a distance, say, hey, I'm going to run from this corner to this corner as fast as I can, hard, high intensity. I don't know how many yards you want to call it, and then just go right back into my walk. I do 10 miles a day. That's what and if I go over, great, but that's what I basically average 10 miles a day walking, 16.7 kilometers. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, thank you for taking care of that, KC Sherry. I don't understand the questions, but that's good. Health is important, and you're 40, B Banger, stick with it. Uh, Use it or lose it. Stay consistent. You're only as old as you feel, in my opinion. And if this is what it feels like to be 56, I, I'm blessed and happy and thankful to feel the way I do. Because when I was younger, I probably wouldn't have anticipated being 56 and feeling the way I do. So, uh, uh, at B says, "Will subs on your channel, bro? Do you sprinting? You living like a 20-year-old," says Bellis. Uh, the occasional sprints gives me the high intensity, Bellis. Um, I can probably, at least what the research has shown, you can probably get out of, I don't know how many sprints, but you can probably get quite a bit out of short distance sprints mixed with fast walking than someone jogging. Um, I don't know how many miles a jogger is going to do, 3, 4, 5 miles. Um, there's just a lot to be said for high intensity workouts, including sprints. And like I said, I just want to save the longevity of my knees. I don't have any knee issues whatsoever, and I want that to continue. My father has knee issues. I don't know if it was something he did when he was younger or it was just genetics, whatever it was. I just don't want to be like that. Mr. Who says, wow, welcome, Mr. Who. Uh, Tony says, the body of motion stays in motion. Yes, that's kind of with me. It works for me. The diet, the no drinking alcohol, the no smoking, the exercise, getting plenty of sunlight, keeps the depression away, just all that combined, I think it works. I mean, at least for me, it does. Uh, B Banger says, I want to retire to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, but consider in Thailand. Hey, B Banger, you got to do the fact that you're willing to like explore and see other places, Thailand, Mexico, go. If you can do it, do it. I support anybody who's willing to travel and just explore and see what else is out there. You might like it, you might not, and that's okay. But you're not going to know until you try. Um, Hanu says, do you speak Tagalog or Bisaya? Are you willing to learn? Bisaya, I know a little bit of Bisaya. Mayung buntag, mayung muto, mayung hapon, mayung gabi, walay sapayan, salamat, obviously guapo, guapa, ato usako, just a little bit of the basics. I want to learn more. I have locals here that teach me, and then I put a little note in my note book in my phone. But yeah, I'm definitely willing to learn. That's what makes it fun, especially when a Philippine person will say something to me in English and then I respond in Bisaya. It's fun. Mommy G says, hello, ma'am. Hanu, honeybee. It's good to see you here. How's Derek? Good to see you here, ma'am. Sunshine is excellent for fighting off depression. You're preaching to the choir, B Banger. You are so right. Uh, I think sunlight is good for you in moderation. Do it right. Adapt to it. Um, uh, the truth says, I don't even. I hope that's not a bad word because I don't want to say a bad word. Mukbang. JK says hello. KC says, yeah, no need to run fast. Walking is fine. Why? Because it doesn't need to move much of our epidermis, skin saggy. JKK says, hey, how are you, friend? I'm good. KC said, age 50 and up, do walk, stretch, and swim. It's good for the skin. KC, appreciate everything you add to my live stream, my channel. Thank you, as always. CCAN says, right, KC. All right, everybody. I'm at 124 minutes. That's my 2 hours. And my battery just gave me a little notification. I'm at 20%. So, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you who maybe has been here from the beginning of the live to the end. Wherever you join, thank you. If the new subscribers, hope to see you again. Appreciate. We all become friends here. We all become. It's a community, and I appreciate you all. Believe me, saying thank you isn't nearly enough. Uh, I'm gonna shoot for sunrise tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do that. 5:30, 5:40. I'll probably start early or before it starts. Hopefully, there's a nice sunrise. I hope it's beautiful and you're not disappointed. But why not? Why not? B Banger just said, just tuned in. You're a cool guy. Well, you're cool too, B Banger. I like your questions. I appreciate you. You kept it real. You kept it cool, respectful. That's all I want. Why wouldn't anybody want it any other way anyway? Yeah, I'm 56. I wouldn't lie about being 56 if I wasn't. I wish I could lie to you and say I was younger, but I'm not. Just my health, man. I just do my best. Appreciate you, B Banger. Hanu says, "Oh my, OMG, mommy G, I'm not the right woman for him. It's only a joke, big joke." Tony says, "Love you, brother. Hang in there, Tony. See you tomorrow morning for me." Which, like I said, five a.m. is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there you go. And everybody, thank you, KC, Xbox J. Yeah, 56 years young, or just say 56 years of age. I think everybody should always say, no matter what your age, if you're 21, just say I'm 21 years of age, 30 years of age. You're only as old as you feel, in my opinion, I guess. Uh, but see you guys tomorrow morning for me, um, and tomorrow afternoon, you guys. Again, thank you for being here. God bless you. Keep safe always. Can't thank you enough. I'll see you guys all fresh soon tomorrow morning or your tomorrow afternoon. Hanu, honeybee, see you. Thank you very much. Peace, love, happiness. See you.